This is where I started my career, and I know that the energy and the passion is really critical.
Every legislative session, U.S. Senator Patty Murray comes back to Olympia, where she served as state senator from 1989 to 1993 before heading to Washington, D.C. The issue that first got her into politics, cuts to childcare.
When I was fighting for it, it was sort of the unnamed, don't talk about it issue, is women's issue. It was, don't tell anybody you can't find childcare because you might not get a job.
Childcare and feeding low-income families remain her top priorities, along with the bill Murray thinks could reduce break-ins at pot shops. For years, she's tried to get cash out of the cannabis stores, a move that requires new federal banking laws. But that bill has stalled, like a lot of things in Congress, including the recent bill to increase security at the southern border.
All of a sudden we found at the end that Republicans didn't want to solve the border crisis. They just wanted a political issue in November. How do I know that? Trump told us. He said to the Republicans, don't you vote for this. I want to campaign on it.
Doesn't President Biden have some authority to take secure efforts?
He does, but the Homeland Security and our Border Patrol have to follow the law of the land. Unless you change the laws, they really can't do the things we need to be doing today to really help people get through the asylum process faster.
We're welcome here now, and that's because of you and many others, so I want to thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Part of today's visit, checking out a replica of a statue that will be on display at the U.S. Capitol next year, honoring Billy Frank Jr., the Native American civil rights leader.
I think it's just an amazing, great opportunity for our state to remind other people of our history and his accomplishments.
You've worked with Senator Biden when he was a senator for decades. Mm-hmm. You've worked with him as a president. You know this recent council report that said called him elderly with poor memory. Does President Biden have the strength to not only deal with a campaign, but another 4 years?
I find it astonishing that people are questioning that. He is absolutely on top of it, and I'll tell you what is most important to me. President Biden speaks from his heart, and he is compassionate, and he cares about people. And when he fights for something, it's because he relies on those basic values that it just is who he is, versus the other guy who is running for president for himself.
Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
For our country.